Hello and thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Amanda Peterson.
And I'm Kyle Rogers. Thanks for being here tonight.
It came as a bit of a shock this week when Shippensburg made CNN and Tosh.0 and even had a mention on Jay Leno.
It did. It seems a 2-year-old vending machine is suddenly an interest to the entire nation. Shippensburg is under fire for selling the contraceptive Plan B in this machine. When Vice President of Student Affairs Roger Sir turned on his TV Wednesday morning,
a promo came on CNN, and they were going to talk about a university that was selling Plan B in a vending machine. I went, oh gosh.
All over this one vending machine. Sir says local newspaper Public Opinion published a story about how Plan B is dispensed at Eder Health. He believes the story took off from there, from USA Today to cable news, even starting a heated debate where the host says to get the pill is
just too laissez-faire, you know, that it's like you should be able to just pop in and, you know, end a pregnancy with a pill you can buy in a vending machine.
Well, you're not ending a pregnancy, you're preventing one. It does not work if you've already had a conception.
But
Martha, this is absolutely reckless, and it's a direct result of the Obama administration's FDA.
Social media users bashed Shippensburg University students for offering Plan B in the vending machine.
But that's the main concern of the administration, is how our students are being portrayed, which is aggravating a lot of them because they don't want our students to feel like we're anything less than great.
Voted for by the Student Senate 3 years ago, funding for this vending machine does not come from tuition fees or taxpayer dollars.
But honestly, all the state schools have it at their university. It's just administered differently.
I think we're in the norm with what we're doing. Now, we may be the only one or one of the few using vending machines. That very well may be.
In a statement from Shippensburg University on Tuesday, quote, several years ago, the university conducted a survey about health center services. 85% of the respondents supported making Plan B available. We value student input on matters that directly pertain to their health and safety. Today, Shippensburg University President Bill Ruud released this statement. I have contacted the FDA and invited officials to come to campus and review our dispensing practices. So far, Shippensburg University officials said they will not take the vending machine out.
But I think it's a healthy conversation to have. Is there a better way, a different way we can do it? Listen to the criticism. That maybe it is valid. We have to be open to that. But at this point, no, we're still evaluating.
It's been quite a week in Raider Nation, so we'd like to know what you think. Log on to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/SUTVnews and let us know.
Governor Corbett released his budget proposal for 2012 on Tuesday, which again spells out big cuts for PASSHE schools. Schools in the PASSHE system will see a 20% cut in state funding, a leap from the 5% cut they saw in last year's budget. Shippensburg has already cut back on heating and lighting in an attempt to trim expenses to fit the first round of cuts. This time, they could force SHIP to increase class sizes or worse, cut faculty members. Dr. Deborah Jacobs says the cuts are a message from the governor to all state schools.
The message is clear from the governor when he cuts our budget this kind of way 2 years in a row, that he has no respect for the state system of higher education.
President Ruud says all forms of cuts are on the table at the moment, but hopes the state will work to make the budget more manageable for everyone.
I just would hope that we could continue to get the Commonwealth to understand that we are an economic driver as well, and that as you invest in Shippensburg University and the other 13 PASSHE schools, so too will you invest in the future of the Commonwealth.
The Chancellor and Chairman of the Board of Governors for the state system issued a response to the government's proposed budget plan.
In this statement, they agreed with the governor's assertion all Pennsylvania families should be able to afford to send their children to college. SUTV's political reporter Sara Small has been following the rollout of the budget and has the reaction. She joins us now. Sara?
No one can argue that cutting spending when state funds are low makes sense, but the cuts the governor proposes set the university back to levels of state support not seen since before most of us students were even born. As our state system leaders pointed out, this proposal provides only $2 million more than the system got in 1988 and 89, and, stating the obvious, a lot has changed in 24 years. We wondered just how much, so we did a little digging. In 1988, Shippensburg University offered 44 undergraduate programs. Today, it offers 75. That's 31 more programs to spread practically the same amount of money. In 1988, we've increased our population by about 2,000 students, from just over 6,300 to 8,400. That's filling the visitor side of Seth Grove Stadium twice. And again, the state is asking the university to work with funding levels equal to a time when visitors at Seth Grove Stadium sat on temporary bleachers. As state system leadership has pointed out, if the cuts stand, we will have lost more than $170 million in state and federal funds in less than 2 years. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sarah. Next week, U.S. Representative Lou Barletta will make a visit to Shippensburg. The university will become part of his congressional district in the new federal redistricting plan. President Ruud and Student Senate President Comfort Dixon will host a public meet and greet Monday, February 13th at 10:30 a.m. in Raider Lounge 6 in the Cub. The University Student Association is holding the event as an opportunity for Representative Barletta to learn more about the university and the overall Shippensburg area.
Next on SUTV News, find out how the local community is coming together to help a ship professor.
It's coming up next. Last week, I introduced the story of Dr. Becky Overholt. Dr. Overholt is a professor here at Shippensburg and is also the principal of Grace B. Lords Elementary School. Dr. Overholt underwent a bone marrow transplant last Wednesday. The Shippensburg community is still supporting Dr. Overholt. Yesterday, students and faculty joined the National Bone Marrow Registry to honor her. Be the Match, a national donor program, collected swabs from students and faculty. Many came for Dr. Overholt, but Amy Petritis came for herself.
Can't donate blood, and I was always looking for some way to help out with some sort of donation, and I looked through the rules of donating bone marrow, and I am allowed to donate bone marrow, so I figured if I can't donate blood, I'll donate bone marrow.
Donors will join the registry within 3 months, but you can help now. To donate to the Be the Match program, text MATCH space 405 to the phone number 50555. Then reply yes to confirm a $10 donation. Or you could go to Newt's Pub and Grill on King Street February 27th. Newt's will donate 20% of their sales to Be the Match.
Minithon is coming to Shippensburg and needs your help. It is a year-long fundraising effort for the Four Diamonds Fund, whose mission is to conquer childhood cancer. If you're interested in volunteering, contact Mackenzie Bender at mb0121@ship.edu. Well, if you like planning events, SHIP's Homecoming Committee wants you. Some positions available are Campus Outreach Chairperson, the Theme Coordinator, and Media Historian Coordinator. For more information, email suhomecoming@ship.edu or stop by the Cub Info Desk to pick up an application.
Some would argue it's the best time of year. Prom season is coming soon. Tau Kappa, the women's athletic sorority, will host the second annual Project Prom Dress. The dress drive offers prom wear for much less than retail prices. Tau Kappa is in need of gently used dresses, shoes, and accessories. Organizers are collecting dresses now through March. Donations can be made by emailing projectpromdress2012@hotmail.com.
Still ahead on SUTV News, Zach Briscoe has your weekend weather forecast.
And here's what's in this week's slate. Hi, I'm Christina Pooler, Assistant Director of Public Relations at The Slate. Make sure to pick up The Slate next week for stories on illusionist Wayne Hoffman's visit to SU, an interview with a rapper from Pabst and Jazz, and a review of a new movie, The Vow, in our Arts and Entertainment section. Also, this week, both news and opinion pieces on the recent coverage of Plan B vending machine available in the Health Center, as well as reports from our sports section on the Club Ice Hockey Senior Night, men's and women's basketball games against Bloomsburg University, and intramural playoffs, which kick off this week. Finally, be sure to turn to our Ship Life section to see this week's Pet of the Week, Sadie, in the Slate on newsstands this Tuesday.
Well, we finally got snow this week. You think we'll get any more?
I sure hope not.
To be honest, I'm sorry. I'm snow over it.
Zach Briscoe is here with our weather forecast for this weekend. Hey, Zach.
I'm snow funny.